Hello everyone, my name's Rune. It's been a while, hasn't it? I took a bit of a break from making ZZZ videos last month, and that was mainly due to me experiencing some burnout at the time. I was also spending way too much time on the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds beta. Listen, the beta came out on my birthday. It was the perfect birthday present for me. I did a whole 11-hour stream too. Seriously, there's going to be a huge content pivot once this game comes out, so I'm warning y'all ahead of time now. But anywho, I'm back for the time being, and I figured I'd at least make something interesting for you guys. Keep in mind that this is nowhere near an original video idea, but I wanted to take a stab at trying one of these. So, here's a video talking about a buttload of useless information in Zenless on Zero. Before we get started, be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing afterwards. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you've been playing the game for longer than a day, you may have noticed that characters have unique animations whenever cycling through their stats. Most characters usually have 3 poses to match up with the menus on screen, but did you know that some characters actually have a unique 4th pose? This can be triggered by transitioning from the Equipment tab back to the Skills tab, and will result in the character getting closer to the screen than usual. The characters that can do this are Yishuan, Miyabi, Astra, Evelyn, Jane, Yanagi, Sokaku, Caesar, Lighter, Coleta, Grace, Rina, Nekomata, Billy, Piper, Zhuyuan, Qingyi, Bernice, and lastly, Ellen. Funnily enough, it seems as though half the amount of characters in the game currently have this feature, while the other half doesn't. If you own Meta Tanuki Morphosis, Yuzaha's signature W engine, in the preview screen on the Equipment tab you can actually see the Tanuki doll transform into Kama. And with this, we can determine how big W engines actually are. Tanukis usually range from being 18 to 28 inches tall. Kama seems to be on the smaller side of things, which makes this a lot easier. So let's say that he's around 18 inches tall. Oh, you thought I was actually going to solve for the circumference and surface area of this? No, I'm not good at math at all, nor will I pretend to be for internet points. I was just going to eyeball it looking at Kama's height here and say that the average W engine looks to be around the size of a normal soccer ball. This also tracks considering Yishuan's bird also sits within the cage and is a lot smaller than Kama. Editing Rune here, I just looked at Box Galaxy after writing this script and realized that I could have made an easier comparison here looking at these gachapon machines, but after looking at the size of the balls in here, I still think that my soccer ball comparison is pretty much on the nose. There are actually remnants of Soldier 11's old English voice actress, Emery Chase, in-game. 2 of her lines she says during her EX skill are the old voice lines that Chase recorded.
Scorch 'em! Fire! Execute!
The devs seem to have forgotten to replace these lines when the new voice actress redid them. And continuing on with Haden, back in 1.0, she was the only character that you could not trust rank 4 with at that time. You could only unlock it after 1.6, which meant that she went 9 months without the ability to trust rank 4, locking her wallpaper away to many for a long time. Characters actually have specific voice lines whenever certain things happen in battle, but there are 2 types of voice lines that are commonly missed among most when playing, those being the lines when new enemies spawn in, and lines whenever the big bad enemy of the fight is in stun phase.
Know your place.
I'm done warming up.
Ben's pillar actually has a golden spike on it. This is meant to simulate his golden tooth within the same position. A lot of people seem to be confused about this, but Evelyn's motif is not butterflies, they're moths. And if you want to go a step further, Astra is the light that Evelyn is attracted to. Yanagi's watch on her Naginata actually displays in real life time. Sadly, this can only be reviewed within the Skills tab and is not reflected in battle whatsoever. Vivian can actually enter her flying state through her idle animation. You need to let her idle animation play for about 1 second and then press her basic attack right after. And I already see some of y'all in the comments, oh, but this is actually quite useful. There is no scenario where you need to be waiting 3 minutes into a battle in order to press the basic attack right after. You can do literally anything else on this character to gain flying state rather than waiting around for 3 seconds. You can actually see Sokaku's flag light up with the amount of stacks from her buff. These go away rightfully after the buff is expended. Drusilla and Anastella, Rina's ghost familiars, actually stay on field if you apply Rina's buff. The same can be said for all of the familiars that apply other specific buffs. My favorite one being Kama, simply because of how he follows you around on the battlefield. Some W engines seem to be rendered at a lower frame rate in the preview of the Equipment tab, notable ones being Sharpened Stinger, Weeping Cradle, Riot Suppressor, Electro Lip Gloss, Rainforest Gourmet, 6-Shooter, and Blazing Laurel. I know that this is not all of the W engines that render in a lower frame rate, so please let me know if I've missed any of them that do. There's actually a hidden C rank within this game, and I found it while trying to capture some Withered Domain footage. You can't see this hidden C rank within Shiyu Defense, seeing as the game will just time you out rather than let you complete with the score. In the DMs menu, you can actually change the icons of your preferred character to make it their personal profile pictures. The order in which characters are displayed on the agent screen goes in this particular order: level first, then faction, and then favorites. Characters that are favorited don't seem to hold any sort of cohesion when being ordered though. Agents make their anatomically correct footprints when walking through the sand, which means that yes, you can use the bear characters here to make paw prints as well. Bardic Needle has an album cover with Astra on it. This has been here since the beginning of the game if I recall correctly. This means that not only has Astra been a notable singer in New Eridu since we've been introduced to it, but this also marks us the first preview to a new character that we've seen all the way back in 1.0. And while we're at Bardic Needle, if you stand outside of the shop, you can actually hear the shop's theme faintly coming from inside. Also, I know that this is going to fall on deaf ears, but if someone from Hoyoverse is watching this, can you please remove this Fire Lily album cover from the store? There's no reason why you guys should have not one, but two of them here, especially when they're clearly mimicking blackface. I'd understand if this was art assets taken from random stock images by mistake, but it's not. This had to be hand-drawn by someone to be put into this game, and there's no traces of this image before ZZZ came out too. So not only was this hand-created for this game, but they are also 100% aware of what this is and the meaning behind it. This has been in the game for over a year, and I sincerely hope that they remove it soon. I've been putting reports of it in every survey opportunity that I get, and I'll continue to do so until they remove it. And that's it for this video. Sorry to end it off on a serious note, but I didn't feel comfortable talking about another fact right after that one. Do let me know how you guys feel about this video in the comments. If this video gets enough love, I'll consider turning it into a series. And I'll also look to you guys to ask for facts that I may have missed, or correct some of my mistakes that I've made in this video. To be honest, it's been kinda hard for me to get back into making ZCZ stuff recently, as Burnout's been naturally running its course, and the upcoming characters aren't much of interest to me. But I promise that I'm not gonna up and leave y'all anytime soon. With that being said, shout out to all of my channel members as always. Members get access to my videos a day early and an exclusive role within my Discord. And if you want to support me directly, consider buying me a coffee. It helps keep me well fed and gives me the motivation to continue doing these videos. As always, I've got to get started on the next one. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.